On August 21, 2025, the glamorous world of Netflix's hit series Emily in Paris was struck by sudden tragedy. Assistant director Diego Borella, just 47 years old, collapsed on set while filming season 5 in Venice. The cast and crew were at the legendary Hotel Daniele, preparing to wrap the day's final scene, when disaster struck. Despite frantic efforts from on-site medics and emergency responders, Borella could not be revived. He was pronounced dead around 7:30 p.m. His passing has left not only the production, but also the entire entertainment world in shock. To understand why this loss is so heartbreaking, you need to know who Diego Borella was. Born and raised in Venice, Borella carved out a unique space in the creative world. He wasn't just an assistant director, he was a multidisciplinary artist. He studied and worked in Rome, London, and New York, developing skills not only in filmmaking but also in literature and visual arts. He wrote poetry, fairy tales for children, and deeply imaginative stories, always blending creativity with elegance. Friends describe him as brilliant, stylish, and full of life, a man whose artistic energy seemed endless. On the set of Emily in Paris, Diego wasn't just part of the technical crew. He was part of the heartbeat that made the show run smoothly. Assistant directors are the unsung heroes of a production. They coordinate shooting schedules, manage timing, oversee extras, and ensure that everything flows between cast and crew. Without them, a series of this scale would crumble into chaos. Diego excelled in this role. He was known for his professionalism and warmth, someone who could handle the intense pace of a Netflix production while still keeping spirits high. The moment news broke of his death, tributes began to pour in. Actor and friend Mattia Berto remembered him as a handsome, elegant guy with a lot of style, someone both brilliant and talented. But behind those glowing words was heartbreak. Mattia expressed the devastation of seeing such a young life cut short, calling it simply a great sadness. Local officials in Venice also stepped forward. Simone Venturini, the city's tourism assessor, extended condolences on behalf of the community, recognizing Diego not just as a professional but as an important cultural figure in Venice. The shock rippled far beyond Italy. Fans of Emily in Paris took to social media to share their grief. Many noted how rarely assistant directors are celebrated publicly, and yet how deeply essential they are. Others pointed out the irony and cruelty of a man so full of creative life being lost in the very setting that represents joy, beauty, and romance for millions of viewers. For a show like Emily in Paris, which thrives on escapism and glamour, this tragedy was a painful reminder of real life intruding on fantasy. In the immediate aftermath, production came to a standstill. Cameras stopped rolling, and the crew entered mourning. Cast members including Lily Collins, Ashley Park, and Paul Forman were visibly shaken, retreating from the public eye. But the demands of production are relentless. Just 2 days later, on August 23, filming resumed in Venice. Lily Collins and her co-stars were spotted shooting boat scenes, determined to carry on while honoring Borella's memory. This quick resumption sparked debate among fans and insiders. Some felt the show moved forward too soon, while others argued that continuing the work was exactly what Diego would have wanted. He was, after all, a man dedicated to storytelling and to seeing projects completed with passion. Season 5 of Emily in Paris had begun filming in Italy on August 15, just days before the tragedy, with a scheduled wrap around August 25. Despite the circumstances, Netflix has confirmed the season will still premiere on December 18, 2025. The story this time takes Emily from Paris to Italy, weaving together the romantic streets of Rome and the dreamlike canals of Venice. The season promises to explore Emily's professional highs and lows, her complicated romances, and a mysterious secret that threatens a close relationship. The picturesque Italian backdrop is now forever marked by the memory of Diego Borella. What makes this story even more poignant is the timing. Venice, a city that thrives on art and storytelling, became the stage not only for a glamorous TV series but also for a very human tragedy. Borella's sudden collapse highlights the fragility of life, even in moments that seem designed to celebrate beauty and success. For those on set, the contrast between the joyful imagery being filmed and the devastating reality of losing a colleague was overwhelming. Colleagues described the atmosphere after his death as surreal. One moment, the team was preparing to capture a sweeping shot along the canals. The next, their focus shifted to desperate attempts to save a beloved coworker. Even for professionals accustomed to long hours, pressure, and stress, the experience was traumatizing. Some crew members reportedly took breaks to process the shock, while others pushed forward with quiet determination. It's a testament to the strength and resilience of film crews, but also a reminder of how often the emotional toll of such work goes unnoticed. What remains is a legacy. Diego Borella leaves behind not just unfinished projects, but completed works that speak to his talent and sensitivity. His poems and stories remain as testaments to his imagination. His colleagues carry with them memories of his humor, his elegance, and his commitment to his craft. His death may have been sudden, but his impact endures. The entertainment world has lost a behind-the-scenes star. While the audience may only see the final polished episodes of Emily in Paris, those who knew Diego understand that his fingerprints were all over the process, the timing of the shots, the flow of the story, the quiet details that make a scene work. Without people like him, the magic simply wouldn't reach our screens. As fans await the December release of Season 5, many will watch with a new perspective. Behind the fashion, the drama, and the romance will linger the memory of a man who gave his all to make it happen, and whose life was cut tragically short while doing what he loved. Diego Borella was more than an assistant director. He was a creator, a dreamer, and a vital thread in the tapestry of modern storytelling. His loss reminds us that behind every glamorous production are hardworking people whose names we rarely hear, but whose contributions shape the shows we love. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.